So what are seiches? Seiches are special features of long surface gravity. And what are surface gravity waves? Surface gravity waves are sea level disturbances that propagate along the sea surface at a certain speed called phase speed or wave speed. You can easily test that. You throw a rock into the sea, creates a little wave, okay? And you can see the disturbance, the shape of the sea surface. Okay? Little rebels move away at a certain speed. All right, so now standing waves is a little bit more. Standing waves are actually the superposition, the interaction of two waves of opposite propagation directions that create a combined wave of zero speed. So one wave comes from the right, one wave from the left. They meet, they interfere. Interference means that if one wave wants to move the sea level up, whereas the other one wants to move it down, you might get actually a zero response. Okay, and this interference causes a standing wave. And the standing wave looks like this. Okay? Here we go. This is a standing wave. The black curve is a standing wave. You know, because you have no horizontal movement of that black shape. You only have some regions where the water moves up and down and up and down. Okay, and you have some regions where there is no vertical movement at all. These red dots here, they're called wave nodes. So in reality, what happens is in a fluid that where the wave nodes are, you only have horizontal movements. The water moves only horizontally. And where you have the maximum vertical signal, these are the locations where the water only moves vertically, up and down. Okay? This is what we call a standing wave. And what makes up the standing waves are two individual waves, which are shown here in red and in blue. They move in opposite direction. What creates these standing waves is reflection. So if you have a wall, a vertical boundary, the wave bounces against this wall. It causes a reflection. The wave moves into the opposite direction, and that creates an interference. Okay, I also use this little animation here to explain what is a wave period and what is a wavelength. The wavelength is simply the distance between two wave crests. You just measure the distance here between wave crests, and then you just write it down. What is it? 50 meters, 100 meters. Yep. The wave period is the time it takes between or for a full oscillation. Okay, from the time it takes from one wave crest to the next wave crest. So you with a stopped timer, you measure the time. Okay, there are two fundamentally different things, wavelength and wave period, but they characterize this wave here. In addition, indeed, you have also the wave amplitude. And so, anyway, so, okay, so this is what we're talking about. What does this have to do with a seiche? Okay, and we talk about that on the next slide. So what is a seiche?